Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's always my pleasure to be here. And if you are just stopping by this channel for the very first time, I want to say I appreciate your stopping by. And guys, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like it and share it. Thank you so much. Today, I'm going to be talking about best friend. Sometimes you hear someone say, this is my best friend. And I really want to find out if there is anything like best friend in this life. Best friend. A friend is actually someone that's supposed to be there for you at all time, whether it is good time or bad time. And then we're going to find out in this discussion today if there is anything like best friend in this life between two human beings. Best friend between two human beings. I just want to let you understand that when you want to know that you have a friend, let me not even use the word best this time around. Friend is when you are going through difficulties. Is when things are not working well in your life. That is when you know that you have friends. Not to even talk of best friends. Let me put it this way. If you really want to know who is your friend or who is your best friend, because to me, I don't think there's anything like best friend in this world. Nothing like best friend in this world. To me, I don't know about you. So when you really want to know that you have a friend, let's assume you have your friend, your best friend, when you're very rich. Things is going on well, very well for you. The money is there, you have it all. And you have this friend at that time. And I know at this time, in your good time, in your happy time, in your rich season, your friend will always be around you. Especially if you happen to have more than that best friend of yours. That best friend of yours will always be around you, will do everything for you, will even let you understand she can die for your sake, because of those things he or she is benefiting from you. But just hold on a minute. Let the bad time come. Let all those things you have, the money, the cars, the beautiful houses, let those things be taken away from you. Let those things just, go off your life. And then that is when you know if that best friend of yours will still be there for you. I'm actually talking from experience. There was a time in my life that all was just so beautiful. And I used to have lots of friends coming to visit. Lots of friends coming to visit. There was this particular one that used to come from a very far distance. And then she would just bump into my house without, letting me know that she's coming. And there was this period she came. There was this time that she came to visit me. When she came, I wasn't around. Right there at about 10 a.m. and I wasn't there. I had a little more than her at that time. And she was claiming to be my best friend at that time because she was always getting from me. I'm not casting my friend now, but we are talking, so I have to use this as, a good example, because this is actually what happened. And when she came, I was not at home from 10 a.m. that she came. She decided to sit down with the security and waited from 10 till 7 p.m. that I had to come back home. She actually wanted to give me a surprise visit, according to her. She waited. And then when I came, I saw her and, at least I will do something as my friend has come to visit me and she had waited from morning till evening. So as usual, when she was going, she had some things in her bag that she carried, and there was also something for her handbag. You know what I'm saying? And then a time came that those things were not there anymore. And this time I'm talking, I was living in a GRA part of the town, a decent area of the town. And now those things are gone. The money wasn't there like it used to be. I wasn't living in a GRA like I used to live. it was it was now a different story, a total different story. And then this friend of mine that used to call herself my best friend, because to me, right from time, I don't believe in best friend. So now things were not going well again. She did not visit me. So one day I had to go to her house and say, my friend, what is happening now? I've not been seeing you these days. She gave me all the excuses she can give me. She gave me all the excuses that is in this world. Why she could not come to visit me anymore. But I knew that she wouldn't come to visit me because the cash wasn't there anymore. After all, she comes to visit me, she's not going to get anything, from me. So it would be a waste of time for her to start coming to my house this time around, that she knows that, those things, those goodies are no more there. And even the environment I was living now, it wasn't like the place I was living before. So guys, what am I trying to say here? That wasn't a friend. She wasn't a best friend like she claimed to be. She was only being my friend because of those things she used to get from me. So how can I say such person is my best friend? Another time you can know when you have a good friend, I still do not like to use that word best. When you can know that you have a friend is when you don't have anything. Let's assume you don't have anything now and you have a friend. You know this person when you don't have nothing. You are good friends. You sit down, you talk about your poverty life, you manage your life and all that. And a time comes that God remember you and bless you with so much. And that your friend is still on that level, has not gotten this blessing yet. Because we all have our own time to be blessed by God. We all have different times to be blessed by God. And so what am I trying to say here? So now you've been blessed by God with money, with wealth. This is the time for you to find out if that friend of yours is your best friend. Do you know what will crawling into the mind of this your friend now that you're rich? Jealousy, bitterness. Why should it be him having these things? Why not me? And then you begin to see the real character of that person coming out. A best friend or a good friend is supposed to be joyful with you when blessings comes your way. That's a real friend. That is a real friend. The one that rejoices with you when something good comes into your life. That is your friend. That is your good friend. But I will still not see that person as a best friend. I will still not see that person as a best friend. The only person I know and I can call my best friend is that guy up there. Jesus. He's the only one I can say, call him my best friend. He's the only one I can say is my best friend. He's the only one I can call my best friend. He's the only one I can see as my best friend. Because he wants the best for me. As for a human being and another human being, no. There's nothing like best friend. There's nothing like that. Let's even see in the place of Lucifer and God. But what did he do? He still turned against the one that created him, God. He was jealous of God. He wanted to be like God. You can imagine God, the creator of the Lucifer. Lucifer himself wanted to be like the one that created him. So you can imagine that. To now, think of human being. There's nothing like best friend. They will always jealous you. They will always be envious of you. They will always have bitterness about you when good things comes. So these are the two ways you can really know who are your friends. When you have at first and have them as friends, and then it happens that you don't have again, would they still stand by you? Would they still be your friends? Would they still call themselves your best friends? And when another time is when you meet them when you don't have, and then God happens to bless you. Would they be happy for you that God has blessed you as your friends? Or will they have bitterness about you because God has blessed you? These are the two periods of time that you can really find out who are your best friends according to you. Because I don't have best friends. I have friends. So these are the times you'll be able to find out who are your friends. Because they will still stand by you even as the blessing has come to you. They will still be joyful as the blessing has come to you. And these are your friends. These are the ones you can call friends. But outside that, my dear, if they are the other way around, they're not your friends. And you have to be careful of such people. You have to be very, very careful of such people. Because they can easily kill. They can destroy you out of bitterness, out of jealousy. They're not your friends. So we have to be wise and know the ones we call best friends. Let me give you one small good example or something that happened to someone that claimed to have a best friend. This is a good one. There was this particular lady that had a friend before she got married, and God blessed her with a wonderful man, and the man decided to take her to the altar and to call her his wife. So she decided to choose this her best friend to be her chief bridesmaid. She got married, and of course, right now she'll be very close to this friend of hers because she stood there, she stood for her during her wedding time. She was a chief bridesmaid, and she was very free with this friend of hers. So at a point, this chief bridesmaid came to her friend and requested from her friend to help her stay with her in her matrimonial home now for a short period of time that she was having an accommodation problem. But this one never knew that this best friend of hers was actually after the man she got married to, her husband. So she gave her the chance. So it wasn't long, this girl started being busy with her friend's husband, to a point that the man had to pay for accommodation for her outside so that they will have good times with themselves. The husband wasn't there for her again. So at a point, the man just had to voice it out one day. I am in love with somebody else. I think this marriage between me and you was actually a mistake, or is a mistake. Now I have found my soulmate. So I have to go and marry my soulmate. So at that point in time, the husband wanted her, to stay apart from him. He just wanted to divorce her. But she needed to know who this person was. And when she found out, she could not believe her eyes. That it was her best friend, the one she calls best friend, that was busy with her husband, to a point that the husband feels that she herself, is a mistake in his life. Now it is her best friend that is the right person for the husband to be married to. So you can imagine, best friend. That was what her best friend did to her. Took her husband from her. Was she really a best friend like that? Was she really her friend to even start with? She wasn't her friend. Not to talk of being best friend. So we have to be very careful here. We have to be very careful. Those ones you call your best friend, watch out. Be careful. Be wise on how, you deal with them. So to me, what am I trying to say here? I don't have any best friend. There's nothing like best friend. The only best friend I have is Jesus. But between me and another human being, I don't have any best friend. And I don't intend to have one. Because I have one that is up there already. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him. He's my best friend. He will never hurt me. So I want to advise you, at this time, if you are looking for a best friend, let Jesus be your best friend. You can have friends. There's nothing wrong with that. But be wise. Be wise. Don't always say, I have a best friend, and be so relaxed with people. Because at the end of the day, they will hurt you. They will surely hurt you. So what am I trying to say here? There is no best friend. When you go through difficulties, that is when you know. And when things become so well with you, that is when you know. So let's be very careful about our best friends. Those ones we call best friends. Let's be very careful. Let's be very watchful over those ones we call best friends. That is what I have for you guys today. And I'm here to tell you that be wise. Be wise with your best friends. And remember, there's no best friend in this world except Jesus. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.